In a clean bowl, I went in with 4 spoons of this flour, added some salt, baking powder, mixed it very well, and it was time to add my butter. I've had this butter for the longest of time. I can't really remember when I got it. Now everything I'm using here, we're already in the house because I didn't even plan making this, just that I was craving it and it was raining. So I decided to make it. So I added the lukewarm water, mixed properly, and it's time to put it in my refrigerator. I left it there to sit for 1 hour. While this was on, I went ahead to prepare my filling. I went in with this leftover beef, added some carrots, mixed it very well, added my salt and pepper. This is the time for you to add your seasoning cube. Mixed it very well and went in with my sweet potato. I'm not using a rich potato because I didn't plan for this. So after frying for a while, I went in with my thickener, which was my flour. Here my filling is ready and my dough is also ready. I greased my pan with some butter and cut my dough into parts so I could roll and put in my fillings. Now there's always a first time in doing anything. It's never perfect because it's a learning process. The very first time I made this about 4 or 5 years ago, it wasn't good, but I ate it with all joy because it was my sweat. And ever since then, subsequent ones I've been making has been better. But the very last one I made was in November last year, and ever since, each time I crave, I just buy because I don't want to go through the stress. But this day I craved for it and it was raining. You guys, I just had to make do with the things I saved for rainy days, and here we go. Did I enjoy doing this? Yes. Will I be doing it again? Yes. It was worth the stress because as I'm speaking to you, I have eaten to my satisfaction and we still have some left. So this is me telling you that if you've been wanting to do or try one thing or the other, take the bold step and do it. There is never a perfect time to start up. So if you want to make yours and you don't have a cutter, you could also use any round object or any object of preferable shape that you want. So this was me using the cover of this pot to make this and use my fork to close the edge. I mean, when I was in primary 3 and we did home economics practical, this was what we did. We used something to cut and we used fork to close the edges. Done with that, I had to brush the surface with some eggs and then poke some holes into it. I will bake this in the oven for 45 minutes. And 45 minutes later, this is the result. This was so crunchy, it was good, and it was worth every stress I went through. Will you be trying this recipe? Do you find this helpful? Kindly let me know.